I ain't even got the chance to yet. But it ain't gonna be long. I already told you that. Yeah, yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. In my world, only you. I gotta say peace, peace, everybody. I'm gonna share this little message that I did on campus today. Hold on. Wait. In my world, only you. Got a thing, interview with Duke of Terror, Ambrose Sanchez this morning made me come to understand a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Salute to the truth. It's all good. Like I say, man, I don't follow nobody, know whoever those people is, because I know what people done, and I just stay in my lane. I told y'all, man, I've been doing this for a long time. I had a temple out here in Arizona for years, and if Moore's ears be open a little bit, y'all could catch what I'm saying when I don't say names. That's why I said nobody can come to me with that trash. When I be talking about people be making videos saying they got some secret badge and some goddamn fake ass badge with some AA22 number on it, and they saying that they done told some police this like that means something, I say, man, whatever. All that shit, people be talking about that old shit don't mean nothing. It ain't nobody out here can walk with no badge or got nothing secret that you don't have. That's why I be telling y'all, man, this shit is play. It's play. Don't no Negro on the internet have no secret power because they got some dumbass badge, some AA22 and can talk a whole bunch of old ass ancient shit. That shit don't mean nothing. I keep telling people, I said that shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. And if you think that means we call it spookism. The same thing, the same way people, I'm showing y'all, those fake ass Moorish consulates, all that shit, that Grand Sheik, all that shit I showed y'all is trash. So why would y'all think anything else will be valid? That shit crazy, man. Don't know one person don't know one person go print no badge, act like they some sheriff, and then make a whole bunch of videos talk about, and I pulled this badge out, and the police just disappeared. That when you start talking that fairy tale bullshit, everything you saying, I don't want to hear it. These people are single people. They don't have no movement. A broken clock is correct twice a day. These people move solo. And that's what I do. We just jump. Ooh, somebody said something good. Ooh, somebody said something good. Ooh, somebody said something good. But where they school at? Where they members? That's why I told y'all, man, this should be just like motivational speaking and people following these people that telling you they gonna make you something. All that shit, that's all that be. That's why they can't come to me with that shit. Look at these goofy people with this find yourself a hot girl shit. That's why I told y'all come to YouTube. I mean, to my private classes. And you won't get all these goofy people that jump on here, girls, S4, hot, and all that goofy ass retarded shit. But that's what we do. And that's what I told people. I know what people do. I said, what Moors do, they go and watch videos from here to here to here. That's why I tell people, if you got a teacher and a sensei, it's just like say if you taking Wing Chun with me, and then you go and listen to somebody else and picking up their bullshit style, they unorthodox shit, and you get your ass whooped. And the person comes say, where you got this shit from? Oh, I watched somebody on the internet, but you a student here. That's what I be telling people. I know people. They ain't shit. Just like if you in love, people be courting all other shit, messing their marriage up because you getting outside information. That's what I be telling people. That's exactly what I be telling people. And that's why I cut Negroes off and I block them. And I say, go follow that shit that you say this and that and the other. More if we want to get bits and pieces and put their own little shit together and get their ass handed to them. And that's why I'm blocking everybody. I told y'all a person to tell on themselves. I be telling y'all. It's like this shit be goofy. Y'all don't be knowing how long people be doing this shit. I told y'all, man, I've been in the temple for a long time. I know the scam. I've been telling y'all, people that say some good shit like that means something. That shit, this bullshit, your ass will be locked up with all that retarded shit they saying. I'm telling you, big facts. But y'all think somebody out met on the internet with some fictitious name means some shit. That shit goofy. I just showed y'all what happened to the so-called Moorish consular Negro, slammed on his motherfucking face. What happened to the fake-ass consular course with y'all so-called Grand Sheik and a bald-headed black man, Shalimar Bey. All that fake shit. And then here it is, a person to get somebody because they sound good with no check. Ooh, he said this, because a motherfucker be dressed up in a costume. That shit crazy. You know? I told you. I tell people, I said, I know what these niggas gonna do. This is an old playbook. What they do, they jump around, boo, 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 boo. And I tell people what they gonna do. They gonna jump around somewhere, get bits and pieces from some Negroes, try to piece that shit together and get their ass handed to them. I told y'all. I stand up against anybody. I don't hate on nobody, but that bullshit, these bum-ass Negroes that just selling supplements, these motherfuckers try to sell supplements. Man, I don't give a fuck about no supplement. Tell these niggas to take their shirt off. Tell them to take, they all trying to sell some magic motherfucking happy-ass Jolly Green Giant pill. You got goofy-ass Negroes taking sea moss. You sick? In the Bible, they gave Jesus hyssop because he was injured. That's a healing agent. What, your punk ass sick? You ingesting dumbass sea moss from some nigga off the internet all day, like your dumbass sick. You supposed to be eating a kosher diet. Eat to live. The vitamins is from the food and what we drink. Not no popping no dumbass sea moss every day. That's all these Moors want to do is sell some fucking supplements. Lazy niggas. You want to take a pill or put some in the microwave and magically you in shape. And they talk a whole bunch of fake ass shit. You motherfuckers out here playing Dungeons and Dragons. I told y'all this shit fake. I told y'all, I don't say names. I said, when I have my temple, the old ass sheiks come to my temple. We're going to have such and such and such come and teach us from Exhumed of the Nation. I'm laughing because they don't know. Elders sent me. I'm laughing. I'm like, y'all finna have somebody come teach y'all Exhumed of the Nation. I'm like, the book, pull that shit out of my bag. Ooh, sheik. I pull it out the Zohar, the Talmud, all the more science shit, all the old literature they be talking about. They finna have somebody come and speak because that should be that scam. They be padding their pockets. I know the scam. You finna pay. So you got 20 motherfuckers here finna pay some nigga to come talk about Exhumed of the Nation. Pay this man $500 a wop. Who the fuck you niggas think y'all talking to? I told y'all, I know the fucking scam. Niggas ain't shit. I call it out to their face. They only hustle their own people because they think y'all stupid. And then they try to talk loud over you. But they can't overtalk me with that fake shit, because I come with the prosecuting attorney, I come with the sheriffs, all that shit that they saying, I sit down and have a whole lecture series with all the powers that be, and I bet you they won't show up. All that shit they telling you, I bet you they won't show up, because I done did this shit before. I done did it with my students, did cases to show them, was like, see, you in trouble, running your mouth. I told y'all, you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You don't say nothing to no goddamn judge, no cops, unless you get motherfucking what? They don't even know it. Unless you're getting what? Unless you're getting what? Immunity from all charges. I don't have nothing to say. That's what I be telling people. I know they all wrong and they liars. Don't know Negro you met off the internet magically can walk around with some badge like that shit means something. They got some power. And they walking around with one person like they something. That shit is a joke. And I don't disrespect. I ain't here to talk about nobody's name. You put the shit together. You put the shit together and figure out what I'm talking about. Nice job, this shit ain't it. You see me out here with trying to lie to Moors with some fake ass badge I done had somebody make and with the AA22 number on it, and then have a town hall meeting with college students and shit and fake it for they can go out and get their head bust wide the fuck open. I told y'all. That's why I be telling people, I know where they be getting this shit from. Confusion. If you go into a martial arts and I'm your sensei, I'm your Sufi, and you come back with all that orthodox dumb shit, I'm kicking your ass out. Because you come with all that foreign shit. Just like if the elders send us out and say, hey, we got to go take over this area. It's polluted. It's chemicals. Don't bring nothing back home because you can pollute us. We got to go wipe it out and burn it. And then these suck ass selfish niggas in their lower self, greedy, bringing back foreign women and all this shit that got E. coli, all this viruses in it. You're going to bring it back and destroy everybody. And that's what these people do. I told y'all, man, I be knowing this shit. I started calling them all out. I know who they are. I made a great shit. He told me, he sold me a dictionary and tried to get me to buy some license. If you don't show up to class, they shouldn't have a hand to raise. Why the fuck would they say, I'll give you a dictionary? What dictionary he gonna give you that's gonna do anything? They don't have Black Laws Dictionary Volume 1 because that shit costs too much. Black Laws Volume 1 will crush that anything that they saying because there ain't no such thing in first century, no black, no none of that shit. So that's garbage. And how much did he sell it to you for? I could give you the shit to you for pennies, for a small donation. I have every fucking thing. That's why I be telling people. These niggas are trying to sell you, and I break the law down, 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment. They all fake. So what, you want to pick one fake better than the other? I just showed y'all the fake-ass Morris counselor, what happened to him yesterday. Y'all saw what happened to the rise of the Moors. He just gonna straight up lie, like they got pulled over and lied, and then you hear the two agents, what are two agents? Come on, man. You saw the dude Quentin tell live on YouTube with the so-called fake-ass counselor course, and you saw what happened to the governor of Morocco. That's why I be telling y'all. Then I read the letter from the CCRD. I read that shit like, what the fuck? Then I show y'all the state booklet, and I show y'all in the introduction, those brothers, Marcel, Walton, L, all them niggas went to jail for tax evasion. See, they can't lie on the prophet teachings, but that's why I say them Negroes ain't right, because they think y'all stupid. Then say, we don't pay these taxes, then try to file fake taxes. And then when they get in trouble, they try to disappear. Talk about that was a while ago. That wasn't a while ago, nigga. That was when you was a sheik with that fez on your head. So you got all this criminal shit that should have been in your youth or whatever the fuck. You put a fez on and do the same shit and try to act like you don't know. Man, y'all niggas criminals. Every last one. They trying to overthrow the government, and all of them the same. I keep telling y'all, all of them the same. They all going to jail. Only a matter of time. Why? Because you recorded the shit. You recorded the shit of all your illegal activities. It's just like if we selling work in the streets and we online showing all our drugs, showing where we trapping at. We some food because they coming to get us. They know where we at all times. Your phone, boop, all times. It's a tracking device. Then they put the GPS tracking on your vehicles. They know you drive without license. They know you have illegal firearms. So when they come at you, they coming at you. Just like the fake ass Morris Consulate General. They knew who he was already. They see all the videos. They saw the video he making with the so-called, that dude Quentin, with the so-called Rise of the Moors, and he talking all this shit like he's some official. I told y'all, man. This shit play out in real life. I told y'all, you got to be a student or something. You cannot learn jumping on page to page to page. Oh, I heard something good here. Oh, I heard something good here. They always trying to sell you something. I said, they don't have nothing. Here it is, the motherfucker with a badge. You pull out a badge, an AA22 number. Man, them niggas got that shit from that fake ass CM Bay shit. From them, I know where they got that shit from. And then them niggas was happy going to goddamn Burger King, not paying taxes for an Ultimate Burger. And not paying taxes on some dog food. Well, the joke was on you, nigga. You're gonna put a paper trail on your ass. Because if you part of an organization that's tax exempt from the state, from the federal government, religious, scientific, educational, and charitable wise, you ain't gotta do nothing illegal. Church is tax exempt. My school is tax exempt. So why you gonna do something illegal? See? Check fucking mate. Checkmate. Checkmate. You good, Chris. I want you to talk. I want you to talk, Noble. I want real people that understand what I'm saying. You can say anything long as it's righteous. I love this. I want this. I said, I can give you everything you need. Anything these niggas are trying to sell you, I'll get that shit to you for pennies. I told you, anything I talk about, look at it. Exhumed of the Nation is $203 on Amazon. Man, you hit me up, cash at me $40. I'll send you that. That ain't shit. Go look at what is it? The unknown Arab that a lot of people be talking about on YouTube. Certain people. I got that. It's priceless. It ain't even available on Amazon. I'll give you that for $40. That ain't shit. Russian icon that people be talking about. That's thousands of dollars. I got that. I got the whole book. I converted it to PDF. I sell you that for pennies. I don't even have it on mypdfbooks.com. Ask any of my muftis. Ask them the value of their library. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Thousands. Over $100,000. Because they got 2 and 3 books that cost a couple thousand. Just like this one book, Goofy Negro, and I'm saying it just like that. Had on Amazon 103 amazing facts about the Indian of the Western Hemisphere. This fool tried to sell it on Amazon for $250,000. And then it ain't nothing but an outline. I lectured it on YouTube. I said, man, this shit ain't worth no 250 fucking thousand. It was given to me by a professor. I got the whole book. It's a red book. It was given to me. I converted the motherfucker to a PDF. I couldn't convert it that good, but it's all of the whole book. Just like if the shit was written on papyri and you got to read it on papyri. Here go nigga, oh man, I want it in the book form. Fool, dummy, it's on papyri. This is it. This is the science. Or you want to pay $250,000 for something? Oh, I thought it was the whole book. Well, go on Amazon and pay 250 bands and see. I bet you won't. And that's what I be saying about our people. Dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. So a person can come with all that magical shit. A motherfucker coming with a stack of papers. I don't care about that. They remind me of what was that Jamie Foxx show with Hangry and Mr. Cooper came on there. He was the motherfucker goofy ass attorney. And he was on Martin, and he was defending Sinead in court with all that goofy shit coming on. That's what they remind me of. A whole bunch of stack of papers. Oh, he said something good. Somebody always gonna say something good. They can't say all crazy shit. If they were just up there talking off the mouth, they couldn't get you. That's why I said it's only 2 things: truth and falseness, and that shit's strangely mixed. You gotta know how to discern. Your spirit gotta be right. But people are sitting there all like they under a spell. Islam to that dumb shit. Let them come around me with that shit. Prove it. Who you got out of jail? Who you help? You going around with a badge on, dressed like Transverse Z all day. What do you do in real life? Shit. Where you live? So you got bills, don't you? Where you live? You don't live in no shelter. You don't live off the earth. So you got bills. Stop lying to people. Do you got an automobile? You drive? You got a license? Yep. Do your wife got a license? Yep. You got kids? What you teaching your kids? These kids be all in schools, on swim teams, on gym teams, but they telling you about some white man shit. Why they kids and their kids? They ain't doing nothing. What the fuck they telling your dumb ass to do? Because nobody said something good one time. I told people never learn because they don't want to take the time to be a student. They'll get on the internet and follow somebody because they said something good. Or you saw something on TikTok. Or a motherfucker be on the internet all night wasting their time on YouTube following motherfuckers. I said, that's the problem with people. You can't be a student. A person can't be a student if you study, you got everything you need, and just following public opinion. You on 15 million motherfucking pages. Your whole mental is fucked up. You can't even focus. Because motherfucker talk about what somebody said, and they got a teacher. I wish a motherfucker came in my class, especially in college, and they talk about what they said, what they heard. Man, you can go. I'm gonna be like, okay, with all that shit you heard, here come the test. Put that shit on the test and watch your ass fail with flying high colors. That's what I be telling these people. But we don't want to do it. We want a steady play. So I'm finna show y'all something, and I'm out of here. I told y'all, man, the European agree with everything I say. Why? Because they my fucking son. I told y'all, the joke of masonry is the Negro, not the European. Because the European will tell you clearly if you initiated, if you anointed, if you who you are, they'll tell you that they're a son of a Muslim. That's why they only 32 and 33 degrees. And when they go to the shrine, they are a practicing Muslim. See, these is facts. That masonry they had, that ain't our masonry. I show y'all the real letters from the government, from the Library of Congress, from Washington, all that no goddamn European started no masonry. I told y'all they were initiated by Moors. I show real documents, and I ain't doing it no more. Been all on my page. That's why I tell people to be students. I never leave nobody no burn the house. Never. You can go on my YouTube page, what you on now, see if I've been telling people to do something illegal. See, can you find any one thing on here to me telling you to do some dumb shit? That's why the powers that be know me. Told you I know the sheriff out here. He be sharing my shit. Showed it to one Negro they arrest. They said, oh, so you don't know Sheik Goodman Bad. The one dude was like, I heard of him. So you out here in Arizona acting a fool. They're like, we know him. Put up my YouTube page, all this. And he said, what he's saying, what y'all talk about is some bullshit. After nigga, you a sovereign citizen, he said, yeah. I said, locked his ass up. Nigga, that's an oxymoron. How the fuck you a sovereign and a citizen at the same time? You a fool. Well, we some more sovereign citizens. Well, the European is a fake ass sovereign citizen too. What's the difference? Nothing. See? You can't be no sovereign and citizen at the same time. That's an oxymoron. A sovereign nation, sovereign state, but ain't no individual, no fucking sovereign. Done deal. Toast, cooked, fried. That's why I said they playing fake ass Monopoly with y'all. They playing Wizard of Oz with y'all. A whole bunch of idiots. High school dropouts. So this document, how everybody be like to be on TikTok, this will blow your mind, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Like Morris be posting, remember on YouTube, if they'll just take the fez and the turban and the sandals from the Moors, well, show me where it's at. Show me in the minutes, in any speaking of any predators, where it's at. The original speaking, show me the minutes of the original speaking. I bet you Nan Negro can you gonna pull up some shit from Instagram with somebody else posted with that little post on the side. And they got Benjamin Franklin. If they did take the fez from the Moors and the turban, okay, well, where it's at? Where the document at? Watch, they can't find it because they just be talking. If I say bring all your proof to the court, and you could have come with nothing. You can't come with no fucking message off no YouTube. Come with precedented law cases, doc number, Free Information Act, doc numbers, for you can say for the record, blah blah blah. They can't. All Negroes talking shit, man. That's like a book ISBN. It's just Social Security number. All cases have it. That's why I said I shoot from the lip, not the hip. I don't care what your religious belief is. Don't care. I can tell you when you playing fake ass court and you and all your people gonna go to jail, and the people you be calling from jail, all the phone calls recorded, all the women that's taking them calls, y'all all going to jail too. And then when y'all be filing them fake, all that paperwork, that's mail fraud. And then all them girls that's on Section 8, which y'all forget y'all on Section 8, all them girls that's living off the government, y'all forget y'all all on Section 8 and welfare. And then the motherfuckers that's leasing your house, the government, they renege on your lease. I show y'all real shit. So right here, the observations concerning the increase of mankind, peopling of countries, etc. That's Benjamin Franklin. So I'm not even going to read it all because I do this in class. I just did it on campus today at GCU. I'm going to read bullet 24. Listen clearly. Which leads me to add one remark, that the number of purely white people in the world is proportionally very small. All Africa is black or tawny. Y'all know what tawny Moors, Swart Timors in the Netherlands. You got Black Pete, Swarty Pyatt, AKA Asia, chiefly tawny. Just like when they talk about brunette nobles is dark, is a copper complexion. Just like they told you what an American is, the copper color race is found here by the Europeans. This shit is elementary, my friend. Dear Watson, Asia, chiefly tawny. America, this your founding father. Exclusive of the new corners, of the newcomers, Holy Soul. And in Europe, the Spaniards, Italian, French, Russians, and Swedes are generally of what we call a swarty complexion. A swarty complexion. A swarty complexion. A swarty complexion. Come on, man. As the Germans, also the Saxons, only accepted, who with the English make the principal body of white people on the face of the earth. I could wish their numbers were increased, and while we are, as I may call it, scouring our planet, by clearing, which I talk about that doctrine of discovery, just wiping people out by clearing America of woods. That's what they call people, clearing America of woods. Research the doctrine of discovery and the papal bull. And all these laws I'll be telling you how they say we gonna make y'all Negroes, black and colored slaves and get that shit back. I'm telling you. And so making this side of our globe reflect a brighter light to the eyes of the inhabitants in Mars and Venus, a brighter light, whitewashing the history books. That's all Europeans got a history of. My professors will tell you, only thing a European it can take credit for is whitewashing the history books. Hell, the Maccabees tell you how the European tried to whitewash them, or the Gentile tried to whitewash themselves in the history books. Hell, the second president of Egypt said the reason why Israel is cursed is because God's people left black and came back white. You can quote me on that and research the shit. I started pulling out all the Time magazines. I started pulling out the old shit that's expensive with Hitler in it, speaking in German, because I interpret and I study Sprech on die Deutsch. And I'll show you who he calling the Bastard. No disrespect to no one. No disrespect to no one. He said, why should we, in the sight of superior beings, darken its people? Why increase the sons of Africa by planting them in America, where we have so fair an opportunity by excluding all blacks and tawnies of increasing the lovely white and red? But perhaps I am partially to the complexion of my country. So such kind of partiality is natural to mankind. What? To love their own. That's what he's saying. But see, we not beasts, we not animals. We ain't gonna do what the beast did to try to destroy it. That don't make you a righteous man or you get the power to do what the enemy done. No, that's the opportunity to teach. That's why I talk about these economics, man. They get us caught up in religion and basketball and bullshit. When I talk about these group economics, man, we tackle them for the federal government, religious, scientifically, educational, charitable. You got to understand how the churches are set up. That's why when I use words, I say, man, you got to understand this. No one's not going to, it ain't no group of people that don't pay taxes. What, church folk? What, people that's under religious organization that's taxes them for the federal government, and the only thing you own is your churches and the homes that you have under that auspice, and the money that you pay in taxes with, you can donate to your charitable contribution of your choice and get a tax exempt receipt to offset what you giving to Uncle Sam anyway. The whole thing is to offset the taxes. That's how you can help your community organization. That's what Sopranos doing. That's what all the white folks, no disrespect, all the churches be doing, all the Jewish churches. Listen, man, you making $100,000. If you don't have no deductions at the end of the year, they already taking big money out your check every time you get paid. At the end of the year, you writing a fat check for 10 bands. Ask your tax preparer, can you donate to your religious contribution of your choice and bring that tax as a receipt? And I guarantee you that offset your taxes. Just like in the state of California, you can give 60% of your tax income to your religious and charitable contribution of your choice. Now, if you know all law all the way, nobody can tell you how much you can give to your religious contribution of your choice. You just got to have proof. And everything got to match up. I'm telling you, man. Oh, so it's okay for all these European churches, all this stuff, to have that and be operating, all these pastors misusing the funds or doing good with it. I ain't saying what a person doing with it, because I ain't counting nobody's pocket. All I'm saying, I know what we can do. We got the same power. If TDJ's got a mega church, well, we can have a mega goddamn Morris Temple. We can have, the Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School with resources, classrooms, libraries. I have all that. All the people got to do is be willing to donate a small portion of your funds monthly. That's why I said organizations be wanting 10% of your income. Like an empress was talking to me one day, one of my supporters. She was like, Sheik, when me and my husband were going to church, she said the minimum we was giving each month is $400. She said me and him. She said the minimum that they was giving to the church was $400 a month, him and her. She said she at least gave $100 a week. And he said he gave $100 a week. So he was like, and he gave offerings and stuff, when he got bonuses, or if he, he had his own little business on the side. So he said at the least they gave $800 to $1,000 a month to church. And now you got to add all the people that's doing that and basing it on 10% of their income. I'm not going to be arguing with nobody that's happy doing what they're doing. I just look back at my people like, what? and then everybody say, I have something to offer and all this, and they say they Moors and they don't want to donate, they won't come to class or nothing. But if you go to church, you'll be giving way more, get nothing. Only thing you be getting to church is a goddamn TV dinner or some spaghetti. Church be having classrooms, everything. The church be closed. We got the opportunity to do something. And I know how to buy things. I know how to get things in our organization. I know how to get some things given to us. But that's why I use the internet to capture the world. Once we get our brick and mortar, where I won't have to be at certain places or at my office, I can be at the temple Saturday and Sunday with the whole library and the computers. Y'all can see everything. When people come to the city, you can come to the temple. Like I said, we get ready to have our third Moorish ball, man, out here in Arizona. So I just broke that down real fast, man. And that's what I'll be telling people. Don't get caught up in no public opinion, just following people all over. Like my muftis. Like my mufti Brian has jumped on here. I guarantee you. A lot of my brothers, they say, man, we don't be following nothing on the internet. Why? To get my mind clouded? You know? And most stuff that you're going to see on the internet, we've already illuminated. That's why I say if a person done their due diligence and watch my lectures on YouTube, you will know everything is clear. And I give you all information, where to find it. And I know what nobody's saying. And then I'm not going to just talk about something I heard. I'm going to give it to you. Like I said, if I'm going to say a book or I'm going to talk about a book, all my members, anything I talk about, they get it. I tell people, all we got to do is come together. This stuff is simple. I know grown men, Noble Chris, go to the club every weekend, grown men. Go to the mall every week, be fly. And that's okay. You can be fly if you can afford it. You know? I said, I want to be around love. That's why I said I feed off my brothers. I'm not no rogue. I'm not no know-it-all. That's why we have class. All my nobles speak. Watch when we start teaching systematically again after our meet and greet, how we go back to all my muftis picking their day to teach. Because we all have the wisdom. Because we brothers. All my brothers do their best. And that's what I said all we're supposed to do is do our best and not be lottery. That's why I tell people I can deal with anybody, no matter what your financial level is. That's why I say the strong bear the infirmities of the weak. That's why I say in the biblical scriptures, when I talk about analogies, the woman that gave a penny was just as good as the person giving 100. Why? Because that shit come from the heart. That 100, that penny is just as good as that 100. Why? Because it adds value. That's what I'll be saying, man. There's work to do. That's what I'll be saying, man. There's work to do. Nobody should just be laudering. Every more should have all, especially all the books that I got and compiled. Especially my book I got and compiled, Divine Creed of Moorish Islam, my Esoteric Science of the Fez, my new book about our Moorish Salat, and about how this science is. The Mosaic law. When I say I don't have a problem with people doing things tradition, but you can't put that on nobody else because I'm not orthodox. I do things. That's why I tell people I study all books, all the Qurans. I don't care. And when a person be saying this and that and the other, I say, man, say that's tradition, because that ain't no law. And only in the Quran is only one salat, which is the al salat, morning, noon, at night, or the morning prayer. And I can show you all of the salats that tell you all those other stuff is for the slave. If you a God, think about it. I done done this a plethora of times. That's why I said when I connect the Quran and the Bible together, and I said you come up to man arising as one, you come up to your feet. I can show you that's how the Jews, so-called Jews pray, and the so-called Sufis. We don't pray to nothing outside ourselves. But I don't have a problem with no one getting on their knees. I don't have a problem with nothing nobody do. But you can't say it's based on law. So I said, I don't get into tradition. That's why I said I'm at peace, man, with everything what we doing. I've been telling people this forever, and then a lot of people be saying, "Sheik, you can say so much more," and I say, "But I'm not." I just said I like to paint the picture, and like I've been telling my mufti this for years, you know, and now everything is happening. I'm like, didn't I tell y'all? And I know my mufti's like, damn, and I'm showing y'all. I'm like, they all know each other. It's like damn, for real. And I said, we only do this to each other. And I show people law. Don't nobody care about no dumbass black laws. A whole bunch of idiots got a black laws. Think black laws dictionary gonna get them out of something. And I said, dude, that don't make sense. I said, we are people that supposed to understand how to do group economics. All these people talk about your freedom is connected to blackness. Put dead in front of everything that's black. Civil mortis in the eyes of the court. I broke down the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th Amendment. I broke down manumissions. Like, y'all, this stuff should be super, super, super clear. I broke down nobody can nationalize you and denationalize you. From law, from word. Nobody should be confused. Nobody telling them some 1099 and some trust fund at the end of the rainbow. I mean, I showed y'all that clear. And somebody will keep coming to you on like being honest but lying, trying to say they can really do that. And the 1010 number is some trust fund at the end of the rainbow. And they still doing that. That's why I said, come on, man. That's why I said, come on. We got to do better than this. When I show group economics, what we can do electrically, what we can do as a group, coming together, just like any other group of people. Just like, man, as I'm putting, like, I got this little donation, little program put together, and I talked about it this morning on campus, and I got a good response. Like, a lot of professors got it. And one of the professors, he took him, he was like, and I'm going to spread it and put him in the teacher's lunchroom. Because one of my professors is a nice donor, you know, a European professor. He was like, I like what you're doing, because I did my whole oral dissertation on what I was doing. You know, I have, like I said, I have the pleasure to go on Grand Canyon University anytime and speak, walk right in the doors. Sitting in my ex-professor classes, he'll stop speaking and then let me speak. I have a group of students that I tutor in the library. I done helped so many people graduate out of high school, college. I done helped so many women get homes. Man, I'm part of the West Valley Health Summit out here. I do a lot of charity work on my own. I go back to Flint, Michigan and help. Like I said, this summer, I'm doing 1,000 backpacks on my own dime. I don't give a shit if I don't get no donations or no stores help me out, because I haven't got none of the response back for the stores I wrote. But I don't give a shit. I got the money put aside. I'm gonna pack 1,000 backpacks full of every fucking thing. Pencils, motherfucking paper, all type of shit. You know what I mean? I'm working on getting these kids laptops. Any kid that don't have laptops, I'm working on that. That's my next big fucking project. You know? Last year I did 100 backpacks on my own dime. 100. Filled them bad boys up. on my own dime. I know how to petition certain places when you legit, just like any other church. Or how you think all these churches and organizations get monetary and tangible donations? When I had my soccer camps out here at the Weather Valley Health Summit, I have to pay like nobody else. A lot of stuff got donated to me because I wrote the organizations. They said, well, we don't have finances to give because, you know, it was too late. You know, they some do monetary and tangible. So Gatorade gave us Gatorade. What was that? McGregor gave us like soccer balls. It was another company gave us wristbands and stuff. Like Goodwill for 3 days. We had our little a coupon on the cash register. And so 3 days, like when you go to Goodwill and you buy something, they had it on their door, charitable donations to the Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School. And then actually, do you want to donate your change to blah, blah, blah. And they did that for 3 days for us and gave us the donation. Real talk. I don't talk about nothing fake. It's like when I was in ministry, we had a lot of singers in our church and even people in my community, because my dad was the executive director for Genesee County, and I worked Meals on Wheels, so I was like the director for Meals on Wheels and like weatherization. So I used to help all the singers get their houses fixed. If they wasn't eating right, I helped them get a hot and a cold meal 5 days a week, and then on Friday we would bring them a hot and a cold meal for the weekends, so they can freeze or, you know, put in the refrigerator, eat on the weekends. If they roofs and they furnace and stuff need done, I made sure that paperwork got done in the community. All that shit is free programs in the community. It's called weatherization and Meals on Wheels. In Flint, it's called G-Card. I'm telling you, I help so many people, so many communities. Have big, at the community centers, have all the seniors come. You know, get so many thank you letters of bringing seniors, and even in the summertime, having churches where the Summer Freedom Program, where the county bring a hot and a cold meal for the kids. I'm telling you, man, I know how to do all this stuff. I've been doing this shit for years. I've been lecturing on colleges, and just like go out here in Arizona, I've been out here in high schools and lectured. Kids have me come lecture, and they take it out the budget for the school. I done helped kids and gave kids prom suits. Like each year I donate suits to kids. I go right up to the school. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna do it again this year. But when my store was open, they used to come in the store. I used to have all that shit recorded. I told y'all somebody stole my damn camera at my first event. I used to have all that shit recorded. When I'm suiting people up, everything live in my store. And then I used to have during prime time, my whole picture was, why rent when you can own? Parents are gonna rent these kids a tuxedo for $250. I said, you don't rent no kid no tuxedo. You buy them a black suit or a gray suit and they accessorize it. If you want to get it all slimmed out, I know how to tailor it for it can be nice and slim, but he wants something that he can wear again. He's getting ready to graduate. He might be on the basketball team. Now you can bust that suit down, wear the jacket as a blazer, wear the slacks with different pop, bow. You want something that you can use. You don't want to rent some shit and got to return it and the same price that you're going to rent it for. I can sell you that shit. That's why I'm saying, man, I do real business. I got clients that work for the Phoenix Suns. If people would follow me for years on YouTube, I used to take all those kids to the Phoenix Suns home games. Me and my Empress, I used to rent like a 12-passenger van. Sometimes I couldn't go, so I just rent the van and get the tickets to the school that I adopted. Get them 100 tickets and pay for the fucking van. Ask my Empress. Ask the people that know me. Hell, my Mufti on here, Brian, I helped him get a car. I had a Camaro. I'm like, dude, you ain't got to go get no high-ass interest loan. You can deal with your sheep. I told y'all, man, I'm connected to a lot of people. My homeboy got a whole little shop. He paint cars, buy cars, all that shit. Y'all be seeing me when I be going up there. And then my other homeboy got an old school shop where I be getting my old school fixed on. Fine arts. No, but my mama a teacher. Watch when I show y'all. Watch when I show y'all. My mama a teacher. I went live and showed y'all all the artifacts. My mother been an educator and a teacher, and my mother been an artist for years. Like my mother and my aunt in Florida, they got a big ass warehouse with all artifacts. I showed y'all a lot. I show all the pictures a while ago live. And when I went home, my mother got a lot of the artifacts at home. Our whole house, we got a whole wood back atrium with jacuzzi and everything. And my mother got a lot of artifacts, like a lot of wood African chairs and tables and sticks. I even got my walking stick. But literally. But see, it ain't popping to us. So they got in a big warehouse. It's like $1 million worth of shit. African mask, all type of shit. And I showed people the pictures. When my mom come watch, I'm gonna have her show all the pictures. It's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures. And they used to do an exhibit in Florida, but then it didn't get financed, so they just put all the shit in a storage. And then all the books I had, like the library, man, I can print everything and just replenish the whole world. Don't y'all know Google did the same thing I did? Google spent over $25 million to convert books to PDF and then make them obsolete and take out some of the stuff in books. Like it's a book called The Arab by Bertram Thomas. I think page 93 is took out the book. How I know? Because I got one of the first copies of the book, and then I got one of the reprints. I'm telling you what I know. And so, like I said, when I'm on campus, my professor, like, they don't know what you're doing. He's like, I know. And he was like, when you be there, everybody going to have the opportunity to say they have the opportunity to be a part of what you're doing. Because my college professor, doctor, the chair of the religion and the business department at GCU, give me honors. It's like hey man, he just teaching. He like what this man is doing, everything that he's he teaching. He said he's gonna be there. He like Jeff Bezos got there. He said this man is spiritual, righteous, doing all this, got all these different businesses. He said what makes him different from Amazon? All the college people support me. They don't get no books from nowhere else. That's why I say when I be saying I'm gonna be gone in a minute, not gone, but as you go and get to a bigger platform, I'm not gonna be going in the middle of the day, going on YouTube, doing what I'm doing right here, just talking to the people. It's gonna have to be scheduled interviews and lectures. When a person say, "Oh, they got a podcast," I do people podcasts. That's why I'm telling people they're not even setting themselves up before I go to the next stratosphere. That's why I'm telling people. I say my own people should have their podcast and be interviewing me and setting that shit up and having me come to their area and raising a couple of dollars like these other goddamn platforms doing. I've been turning that shit down forever. Man, motherfuckers used to try to have me come to New York and shit and debate people. Man, I said, man, I don't debate nobody. That's why all my teachers is on college campuses. I tell people this stuff, man. I'm like, dude, I don't get it. I tell people I can't be bought. I won't do that for no fucking penny, because I can create. I'm electric. I know how to create businesses. I know how to buy something for nothing or get something and refurbish it. I told y'all I'm a skillsman. I'm a craftsman. I'm a mason. I work with my hands. I can take furniture and reupholster it and redecorate it, go to Home Depot, redo the legs, all that, clean it up, man, put that shit in my storage unit, put that shit on offer up, especially out here in my community, and people meet me at my damn storage unit. I hook my trailer up, bam, bam, done fucking deal. Please. 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 I'm electric. Just like y'all be saying storage words and all that. That ain't just no TV shit. I told y'all, man, I'm connected to certain things. There's a lot of stuff I do people don't like. I don't give a shit. But we'll see where they be at the end of the year and see where I be at the end of the year. Where my people be. We can do this. So I'll be telling people, man. We got to use our finances. We got to be okay with saying, man, I'm donating to something consistently. It ain't how much. It's how consistent. It's consistent. That's why I tell people, man, I don't care if a person like, well, all we have for is $40 a month. If a person can't donate $40 a month, I say, man, you donate $40 a month, I'll let you come to class at least twice a week. But you're going to be missing everything. Because all my muftis and everything, they members. Just like if you was coming to church and you say you like it, you wouldn't want to give a donation to come every time. Like I said, why not? And then reap all the benefits. Get literature. Get all the extra stuff for small donations. Once you connect it, all the stuff that people pay for on my for-profit business, you connect it. And then I start giving you things for donations. Because you connected. You're not a consumer. You family. So I give you things for donations. I don't sell my people nothing. That's why I said I don't have nothing to sell. When they deal with me, everything is a suggested donation. I say nobles, I ask for a donation of this. If the donation be $15, ask my nobles. If my nobles don't have $15, I say, man, give me $5, give me $7. I don't care. but give me a donation. And it's a suggested donation. I don't turn nobody away. I don't turn nobody away. Never have, never will. But a workman is due is hired. Now, in my companies, in my profession, that's different. Because I wear multiple hats. That's why I separate my business. That should be understood. And that's why I don't like poor mentality of people. When they say, okay, well, all the other companies sell you shit. Where you get your fare from? A company. Where you get booked from? Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. Where you get your shoe from? A store. So when the Moore create his own company, that shit don't make sense. So if I had a gas station, gas the same price and all that, or you don't got to go far and mine a little bit more, dummy, you ain't even adding in the expensive costs. You going to get the gas. It might cost you way more to go get it. Mine might be a couple pennies more because, hell, it might have cost me a little bit more, but you still winning. And that's what I'll be telling people. Especially when it comes to these books and shit. Nowhere you can get the wisdom and the books for the price that I'll give it to you on my company and page. That's all I'll be saying, man. When I see my brothers, I'll be excited. I might shed a tear again. My embers, like I said, I love my brothers. Just like it's a lot of cultural stuff in Islamic culture when brothers love each other. I love when brothers love each other. Because when I see myself, when a man honors man, we honor Allah. And if I'm a silverback, when I look in the mirror and I see my brother and he or she is a silverback too, it's nothing but love. That's why I know what love can do. That love spread like a mug. And then you start seeing everything with a different eye, as you should. As you should. As you should. You start questioning everything, as you should. Start looking at things different. Start looking at your body different. Start looking at what you put in your body. You know, what do you do every day when you wake up? Are you motivated? Are you consistent? Are you dedicated? Because see, it's more than just this stuff, the mind. That's why I said the Moorish Quran talks about the body too and working out. See, we do this complete shit. See, we work out and do all this. Like today, we work out today at what, 5:30? We work out 4 days a week. I got to get my morning schedule back because I've been busy, man, doing a lot of other stuff. But we work out early in the morning. That's why I say I know what we can do, man. I know what we can do, especially when I talk to a lot of people and they live osmosisly. I say, okay, so you telling me after you done sat down and looked at your recurring bills, one more said, what's a recurring bill? I said, the shit that you pay every month, Noble. He said, what do I pay every month? I said, man, you got to tell me that. I don't know. Well, I can give you the basics, your rent. If you got a car. Boy, if you got a car note. Everybody, I hope, got insurance on their car. You know? Mortgage, groceries, cell phone bill. If you go to the barbershop and get your hair cut. All those recurring bills that you got each month like clockwork. Now, any extracurricular thing you do, you know what you do. If you do that consistently, you're not adding that in there. And that's why I tell people about that impulsive buying when they be at work. And I say, okay, a person that spends $50 Monday at work on Lord knows what, and then Friday get paid, spend $50 at work on Lord knows what. So in 1 week, you spent $100. In 4 weeks, you spend $400. Sometimes it's 5 weeks. So on the average, you would spend $400 at work not knowing what the fuck. And then say what we don't have. And say a person want to learn all this and be complaining about this. And then they go to Amazon and buy books and shit they won't read. And we have them at my PDF books for a fraction of the price. And then when you connect it and when you give me donations, I'm going to give it to you even cheaper. Because I'm going to bundle shit up for you. I'm going to give you this for that. You'll be like, God damn, yeah. Because that's what I do. That's what I want to do. Your library will be huge. And so when you come to adapt class, everything I teach on, because people miss Saturday and Sunday. I told y'all we right back and log over to all events on Saturday. Sunday we jumping back in IBMR where we stopped off at. Everybody missing it. Monday we have our business classes. I'm telling you, man. We electric. We got to use what the law said we can do. So we a group of people, and we're not going to use our finances to support our religious and scientific and educational organization of our choice. We're not going to do that, huh? We're going to say, well, we just give it to Uncle Sam and whatever, while other people build theirs. Okay, you got all these damn mega churches be sending people shit in the mail asking for donations. And people be giving them donations. I told y'all, I don't be coming with no disrespect. I just come with what I know. We can do the same thing. People can come to online and view us and watch class Saturday and Sunday. They can give donations. Then I'm sending you literature and everything every month for your donation. A thank you letter with the books. Download it to your tablet. Go to Office Max and Staples. They'll print it and bind it for you. Done deal. So I just want to give gratitude to everybody, man. I just wanted to come home and share that little last topic on the observation concerning the increase of mankind, peopling of countries. And I showed y'all bullet 24, what y'all so-called founding father said, Benjamin Franklin, when I said, I don't argue with nobody. I just did this on campus. I was on campus since like 7 this morning. I just read it to y'all, right? Which leads me to add one remark, that the number of purely white people in the world is proportionally very small. All Africa is black or tawny. Asia, chiefly tawny. America, exclusive of the newcomers, wholly so. And in Europe, the Spaniards, Italians, French, Russians, and Swedes are generally of what we call a swarty complexion. As the Germans also, the Saxons only accepted. The Anglo-Saxons, that's what he's saying, who, with the English, make the principal body of white people on the face of the earth. I could wish their numbers were increased. And while we are, as I may call it, scoring our planet by cleansing America of woods, they call y'all woods, and so making the side of our globe reflect a brighter light to the eye of the inhabitants in Mars or Venus, like making it white. Why should we, in the sight of the superior beings, darken its people? Because they whitewash the history books. Why increase the sons of Africa? By planting them in America, where we have so fair an opportunity, by excluding all blacks and tawnies, of increasing the lovely white and red. But perhaps I am partial to the complexion of my country, to such kind of partiality is natural to mankind. Just like the doctrine of discovery, just like the papal bull. I tell us, man, that black stuff, let it go. That's the only thing keep us slavery on paper. I'm telling you, they wrote that in the chattel. I gave y'all the laws. Man, all we need people is to come in and support, come to class and spread it, and spread the word. I teach from love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And my 2 cents, health and wealth, because you need health and you definitely need you some finances. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19 clearly states, wine is made for laughter, but money trumps all. Read it for yourself. I'm paraphrasing. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19. We live on this earth plane. See, these Negroes only talk about some fiat, like it's something bad. Then they want to talk about Bitcoin. How the hell are you going to buy some Bitcoin? You got to have some fiat, and then to diversify your portfolio. Say if the market adjusts itself because ain't nothing crashing, and some goofy Negro tell you to put all your money in Bitcoin, and then you don't have no fiat, which is some money to buy the Bitcoin when the market adjusts itself, where you can buy for low. Some goofy gonna tell you to put all your money in that. I say, man, people crazy, and that's what I'll be saying. They don't be knowing nothing. They just be talking. They just be talking, and I deal with real stuff. These people don't know how to read no pie charts and no frequency of no investments, especially when they talk about some market crash. And I say nothing crashed. It adjusts itself or the season changes. No market never crashes. Never, ever. It adjusts itself. That's why you always diversify your portfolio. That's why you never put everything in one thing, especially no motherfucking Bitcoin. It's all different type of coinage. And then this what these Negroes will say. Oh, well, money is not backed by nothing. Well, you retired a Negro, the fucking Bitcoin ain't either. At least I'd rather take the so-called fiat. At least I can buy the Bitcoin with the shit. Retardo, smarto. I take all the motherfucking fiat and buy gold, coins and silver. Tell somebody to invest all your money in some motherfucking Bitcoin. Man, I said that's the retarded shit. Somebody can even advise somebody. People be listening to that retarded stuff. I said, well, let's see. Tell them to open a portfolio. Ask them to see what their ROI is. They couldn't even tell you. They won't come to me with that shit. I open up they goddamn ROI, they damn charts, or they whatever they say they do and be like, fake. Like this ain't real, this ain't real, this ain't real. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know, man. I'm into that shit. That's why I say this thing that I'm into. I know the average person ain't into. Because if they was, they'd be teaching the classes. They would have showed they have the background to do this, and they'd be showing all the other people that they connected to. And they wouldn't be trying to just hustle you, trying to tell you that you should be doing this and saying that's something got to do with religion. Because it don't. I know people that don't care about nothing I'm talking about on campus that's in it for business, in it for money, that we talk the money stuff about. They don't care how righteous I am. They know I'm righteous when I'm going to business and I ain't playing no games. But I can't come and say, well, no righteous stuff and don't know what I'm talking about in business. They be like, well, you righteous, shit, Goodman Bay, but shit, you out of your pay grade on this. That's why I deal with the professionals on that other level. That's why I've been a student of that shit for years and I'm still a baby. And I know the rest of these Negroes, when they be coming up with this stuff on the internet, I be spitting out my juice because I say that shit ain't even real. It take 2 seconds for me to look at that and be like, dude, they copied and pasted this shit off some website. I can show you. I'll be like, I know how this shit works. I know what coinage is doing what. How? If I can show you on my computer where I do all this shit, and my guy that really do that got about like 15 computers in his room, and he watch all this, and he hit me up, be like, okay, bro, you can boom, 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 boom. I'll give y'all a prime example. Y'all know that damn shit that they be having at the stores, what it's called, hot box or whatever that shit is. And I told people years ago, I said, man, put us a couple dollars in this, like $1,000 in this, it's gonna pop. And the European dude told me this shit on college campus. And people thought I didn't know what the fuck he would talk about. He was like, brother, you got $1,000? I said, hell yeah, I got $1,000. He said, I'm telling you. He said, I put 10 into it. He just showed me. I said, this man put 10 bands into something. Telling me put $1,000 into something. Hell, I said, fuck it. Bam, that bitch hit. I'm telling you, look it up. And then you see people on the YouTube, a little boy, his mom invested a couple dollars in it, and he hit it. I was like, damn, I'm like, see, look. I was like, look at that. I was telling people. And I ain't get that from no shit off no TV. That got me going to the classes with the people that's into it, talking about things, how they investing, and saying, hey, you got to know what investing is. You got to have enough money to invest to wherever it happened, it's okay. Because everything, you taking an assumption of risk. AOR. And you have to know that going in. So I look at things, hey, if I spend this and do this and all that, I invest. And I take the same analogy with my brothers. And that's why we all popping. All of them doing their business, they vendor stuff. My homie, my other noble, getting his dealer's license. I said, watch what we do. I got another homie working for a company that drop packages off. Watch next thing you know, we're going to get his fucking truck. He's going to be doing that shit on contractually. Why? Because we can do this shit. Creating businesses. A body. I'm telling you. A brick and mortar. A skill center. A computer lab. I know people that'll come in and show our nobles how to wrap trucks. all this type of shit, y'all. But for us, the wisdom, man, and the learning and coming together, man, my doors are open, man, for everybody to come private to Sunday school. And I challenge everybody to share it with people. Man, see if it's on your heart, a small $25 donation. I don't think it's nothing. Hit us up on our Temple and School page, bbtsciencetemple.com, please. And for anybody that's on here, I don't have my comments on. So when I log off stuff, nobody can leave messages because I don't have time for reading all that retarded, crazy stuff that our own people have put on here. You saw some crazy fool jump on my page every day with some sex shit. Talk about some more hot girls now. You can't stop that. And I don't want to stop it. You know? So I challenge everybody, man. And I give y'all love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. And please, this more science is nothing criminal, nothing no sheik or whatever, no God man should be demonstrating or producing should get you in trouble or have you looked at like some goddamn domestic terrorist or some ass militia. Nothing nobody's teaching or saying that they know law, spirituality, or any history should not be spewing no hate on anyone. You should be saying who you are from the history and from the record books and with love and doing something to bring yourself up by your bootstraps to resurrect ourselves. If people saying they doing all this and they doing it lawfully and we say we this and you the originators, why don't you take your blueprint back and come together as one and let them have all that shit and operate under your religious laws, which say you can do? I'm telling you, everything else is uncivilized, y'all. I promise you. So I love y'all, man. I give y'all honesty, I give y'all truth, and I give y'all peace.